Hello, everyone. This is Brian Massey here from Massey's Main Entertainment, and this is a quick review. So I'm back, everyone, with my third video of this series of a quick review. It's a series where I cover bands that are kind of outside the norm a little bit, and maybe some popular bands if I usually like their material, and I give you suggestions about the album and their tracks, and hopefully those suggestions kind of carry over in a positive way in your musical journey. So the artist I'm going to be covering this week is going to be U2, released Songs of Surrender on St. Patrick's Day this last Friday. Seems like a convenient time, right? And also a band that I discovered last year called Manchester Orchestra released an EP, new EP, The Valley of Vision. We're going to be covering that as well. It's a new band that I really like out of the 2010s. So let's go. First up, let's talk about U2. Let's get it out of the way. Basically, they haven't had an album in like 6 years, and that was Songs of Experience, a very uneventful album. And this album is really no different. It's basically a greatest hits remixed, reimagined, re-recorded. The Edge is producing, and they postulate all these greatest hits in a different way, trying to repackage it and throw it back out there in one big money grab. I was unimpressed with it. They did a very terrible job on most of the songs that I normally like by U2. Maybe a few exceptions like Pride in the Name of Love or Red Hill Mining Town. I thought what they did a decent job on. But overall, guys, it's just nothing but a money grab. And I would not, I don't even want to suggest this album to you at all, unless you really are a diehard U2 fan. You're just not going to get anything out of this. It's not going to be anything positive for you. On one listen, and I only could go one listen because it's almost 3 hours long. I just thought it was self-indulgent, so I only gave the album a 5.75. If you want to know what happens to a good band when they die, they go out with a whimper. So U2 has just proved that. Next up, I've got Manchester Orchestra and Valley of Vision. Sorry. This is like a band that I discovered 6 months ago when someone recommended the album Black Mile to the Surface, which is a fantastic album. Became a huge fan of the band, and I wanted to definitely dive into this one here. I almost got a little giddy when I found out they had something new coming out because I like the band so much, and I like to hear the different stuff that they put out. The song only has like the album only has like 6 songs on it. It's a smaller EP, 26 minutes. Capital Karma is like one of the best songs on there. Kind of this creepy little voice, kind of ghosting Andy Halls while he's singing in it. It leads off the whole EP, kind of sets the tone for the whole EP too as well. So I like it because there's times where they still are kind of indulging their post-hardcore sound, and then other times where they're bringing in this new atmospheric sound that they kind of discovered on their last few albums. And I think that's what makes the band special. They're kind of creating their own little sonic, surrounding, and when they're doing their music and stuff. And I think it's really great. I could spend a lot of time talking about this, but it would be just quicker for you to go listen to the 26-minute EP. So definitely listen to Capital Karma, listen to The Way, and the new release that they just put out was called Quietly. All very good. I listened to it 4 times because it was so short. Ultimately, I gave this album an 8.5, and I couldn't go much higher than that because it was just an EP. But I tell you, if they'd have thrown 14 minutes on there somehow, I would have definitely given this band, a 9 on this. I thought it was just tremendous. So that's all I got this week on a quick review. Look, next week, I think I have some good news with a couple artists coming out with their new stuff. Depeche Mode's coming out with something new, which is, kind of interesting. And I think Lana Del Rey's new release will be out next week. So those will be the 2 I probably will cover. So see you then. Bye-bye.